Just gotta wait for YouTube to so I can mute myself.
Yeah, you think I want to hear my fucking stinky ass voice?
Yeah, maybe. Depends.
I ain't like that.
Wait, no. Anyways, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of the Untitled Sickos Project, episode 7. We've done 7 of these. This is awesome. This week is the Pro Bowl, which is the absolute greatest thing on the face of the earth, fellas. Oh man, I love the Pro Bowl. Isn't the Pro Bowl in me?
Let's go. However, I'm like, what the fuck Zadarius Smith was doing with his golf swing? My God.
What are those?
Accuracy.
I mean, he doesn't have the arm strength, but like, dude's got accuracy. So, dude's got accuracy. Derek Carr. Oh my God. Derek
Getting him next.
Carr.
You're getting one heck of a quarterback, I can tell you that much.
You're getting a leader, but this dude is pissed. Oh my, like this man did not think he was going to be in this facility ever again. And he's going to probably play tomorrow's game pissed off and with a massive vengeance.
He's going to burn the Raiders down with his hatred.
He's going to burn the stadium down. He's going to throw like 100,000 touchdown passes. And he's going to do them, and he's going to be glaring right at the owner, because if he's there. He's not. He's gonna try finding the owner or Josh McDaniels, and he's just gonna glare right at them the whole time.
Have you seen Mark Davis's hair though?
I mean, he'll be easy to find.
Come on, Mark Davis literally has the freaking SpongeBob pineapple hairstyle right there. That's what he has.
Yeah.
That's true.
What do you expect from somebody who thinks P.F. Chang's is a good, everyday place?
I mean, if I was,
he also has to say barber for his entire life.
I mean, would you question is just as being as delusional as owner Mark Davis, as his old man, how old and senile he was in his later years?
I mean, the later years of Al was not great, to really put it lightly.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, Oakland 2.0 was just not good for Al.
Oh, it wasn't good for the brand. It's so weird because that brand that was built, and to be fair, that you could easily argue that these guys had one of the best, the best head coach we'll probably ever see in John Madden. Who knows?
They also had Art Shell.
Oh. Art Shell. Oh, Aiton.
They also employed Tom Cable post Seahawks.
Oh.
Yeah, Tom K. Remember when Al Davis literally just freaking won his way out? He literally just roasted him and said yeah, this was an awful hire. He admitted after firing him, this was a terrible move.
That's fucking awesome. Oh, that is
Al Davis.
Fucking based as fuck. All right, so we're gonna I don't know how I'm gonna format this.
Do we have anybody to send to the principal's office today?
Yeah, let's start with the principal's office. Could who the hell's 6th overall? No, the
Rams.
Could the LA Rams please come to the principal's office? The LA Rams. Thank you. Jesus Christ, what the hell are you doing here? You won the championship last year! What happened?
Oh my god.
All the picks you gave up. All the picks you gave up. Bit y'all in the butt.
What's that phrase they use in the Niners fan base? Same old sorry ass Rams?
Oh, I don't think it's just the Rams that just say that. The Seahawks say that because, good lord, you're just beneath us. And this is the first year in a while where we've actually swept the Rams. It's been a while, but it's been a while.
Particularly the St. Louis years, the Rams were so hard to beat for you guys.
Well, we could never, even with Jeff Fisher, they were always just a hard out. They were always a hard out. Even with all that, they were always an incredibly difficult out.
As a team who's never had watched their team appear in and win a Super Bowl, objectively the Rams did the right thing, even if it nipped them in the ass this year.
Yeah, even if it costed them their entire future, at the very least, they can say they have that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Even then, they could easily just bounce back this year.
And you know what? Detroit has that Super Bowl too. As somebody from Michigan, I can tell you that there were plenty of Lions fans cheering like they had just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all still love Stafford.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to rename it.
Stafford's good people. What can I say?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I can open it up in Paint. Okay, cool.
Now, they did have the ring, but where do the Rams go from here? I mean, yeah, they still have Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey and Cooper Kupp, but what happens in the future when all those guys get old?
Yeah.
From what I understand, Jalen Ramsey's a free agent this go around.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a lot of competitions.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and go over to sporttrack.com, see how much money the Rams have as far as what they can do in free agency. And would you look at that, they're $15 million over the cap.
Wait, the Rams? Oh my god.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so
they're
shocked
screwed.
by that.
Oh no.
Most of that is going to Cooper Kupp. Oh, wait, looks like Jalen Ramsey is still on contract for 2023.
Yeah, he has an opt-out next season. That's when he could.
Oh, right, but still,
Yeah.
that's not great.
Oh
If you're
yeah.
the Rams right now, if you're the Rams, all you can really hope for is that, just the health, the people, the main people you need stay healthy, and the football gods, still don't have a need to punish you for winning that Super Bowl.
Oh, but I like them being punished. I like them being at the bottom of my feet, and then all the people of LA forgetting who they are. Because
Yeah, the crazy thing is there's not really any good moves they can do to get any of that cap space back.
unless they restructure some contracts, but they're better off just moving off of Jalen Ramsey. I just feel they're just better off. Why they don't need him? You're overpaying probably an average cornerback. He's average.
Crazy thing is, his cap hit is bigger as dead cap than it is if he.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
It's bad. It's shambolic, as some would say.
Oh my god. What's okay? So if they cut him, what's the cap hit?
If they cut him, the cap hit is 32.1 million.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. I gotta verify this. Jalen Ramsey dead cap.
Yep, 32.1 million for 2023.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're screwed.
Oh, that. Oh.
First round pick this year.
Oh, you can't even ship that off. Oh man, good luck. Have fun with that. Jalen Ramsey is way overpaid. Good luck. Have fun with that.
Well, look at other contracts for the Rams. Let's see. Dead cap for Matthew Stafford. Goddamn, 49.5 million.
Oh, they're not cutting Stafford. They're not
No,
cutting.
I'm just saying, this is some big numbers we're looking at.
He's gonna die on that football field.
That O-line is cooked. That O-line is cooked.
They're beyond cooked. That is like absolutely being beyond cooked. That is like being roasted on a campfire levels of cooked.
Still gonna be paying Andrew Whitworth $2 million this year.
Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny.
Oh,
That's
Go 26.4 million in dead cap for Allen Robinson. Let's go for that.
wait, how? A what cap hit for Allen Robinson?
The
Dead
current
cap
cap
is 26.4 million dead cap for him.
if they cut him. $2 million right now, 26 if they decide to move on.
Oh my goodness, they are boned! Oh my god! Oh.
I'm gonna tell y'all, as a Niner fan, I am feeling all sorts of schadenfreude right now.
Oh. Yes, the Rams are trapped. Oh, yes. Let me eat your tears. Oh. Man, you forget, because, you know, I would always think that at least they could at least keep, like, Baker Mayfield on their team. At least Baker Mayfield, right? But they might not have a cap space to keep him around. Because they at least need a backup quarterback. Wow.
No Rams, you cannot get Jimmy Garoppolo. He's going to the Colts.
No. Well, let's see what our mock drafts have to say about that. Because I've made 3 of them, and they're all.
We have a lot of cringing to do.
There's a lot of cringing to do. I would like to know what.
But first, who are we to cringe?
Who are we to cringe at? Well, I am the host. I know it's super late to do introductions, but I am the host, the Mastora, Ordinator of Chaos.
I am Car Sausage, and this week I really put the sick and sickos because I am suffering from some kind of thing that makes me sound like I have a really bad head cold, so you're gonna have to forgive me if I cough a few times.
My name is Aiden, and if you're hearing bias towards Bay Area sports teams or random anime references, you know who's saying it.
I'm Nickman, and I simply exist.
That's
Wow.
I would love existing. I love existing.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
It is.
Unfortunately, Mr. Krabs is gonna find you for existing.
Damn it. So, Well, the thing that kind of interests me about the Rams is the only good thing that the Rams have going is that Sean McVay is staying. And he announced that he's staying immediately. He didn't wait. He said, you know what? Coming back. I'll be back.
It's not taking the Amazon money.
Nope.
Yet.
Not yet. We'll see though, but like, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, because he's too young. The man is young. I don't know why you would want to leave probably a job that a bunch of people would want to work towards, essentially be the dream of becoming a coach.
I mean, unless your dream is really just doing like the coaching speed run, like honestly, it would definitely be very odd for a coach to just quit that early.
Yeah.
I mean, John Madden did, and that
true.
seemed to work out pretty well for him as far as career gambles go.
Well, even that, he was so really good in the broadcast and just making people understanding football. And I feel even with now, we have a lot of people that are able to just break things down for us.
Yeah, but then you have some idiots like Chris Collinsworth and Tony Romo who are
Tony
about as
Romo.
useless
Tony Romo.
You have fallen. You have fallen.
Let's
speaking
bring
of
up the fact that
crappy announcing, we could always talk about those 2 games that happened.
Oh yeah. We talked about them already. We did it on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were last episode of Sunday.
Sorry, folks.
It's all good. But the thing with Romo, right? He was really, really good. Keyword was really, really good. He had a really good style of introducing football to, the audience of people who didn't understand football, was able to predict, tell things how it broke down. And then he just started just getting on his hands and knees and just did activities that involved being on your hands and knees to quarterbacks.
Yeah, and comparing everyone to Michael Jordan.
He lost his glasses. That's what he did.
He
He lost his glasses.
He dropped.
Susan.
He dropped the soap, man. He dropped the soap.
Ooh.
It pains me.
Tony, my thing with Tony, in terms of how I see it, is this: I think he still brings a good amount of positives to the table with his commentary, but it's just, my God, he talks too much. He talks way too much.
What happened to just being a wizard and explaining what coverage it is, how they break it down? Explain to us normies.
Honestly, like this generation's John Madden, and then he just became another
Collinsworth. I don't want Collinsworth. It's okay. It's fine. We'll just move Jim Nantz and Romo, and we'll give it to the guy that says, "I'm calling both games," and Kurt Warner.
Kevin Harlan would never do that because that would prevent him from following his true passion, and that is March Madness.
We can easily do March Madness. Jim Nantz does March Madness.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure that would be a contract.
No, but Jim Nantz does March Madness. I don't see how that's a Jim Nantz does March Madness.
The contracts, unfortunately, we unfortunately do not know the knowledge of the contracts to really make this happen.
Yeah. But, Jim Nantz does March Madness. Jim Nantz does all the golf tournaments that CBS has.
There's some internal politics that go way beyond my head when it comes to this
Like,
kind of stuff.
my only understanding is that if he were to do like the prime slot, he wouldn't do radio anymore. Cause he does radio for Monday Night Football.
Yeah, his big sticking point is that he does Monday Night Football for Westwood One, and he also does the playoffs for Westwood One.
Yeah, that's fair.
As I figured out about 5 years ago when he did a radio call for the Minneapolis Miracle for the national broadcast.
Well, I knew he was always the prime guy because when I was a delivery driver, I always get his voice, and he was amazing.
Did you know that he started out as a play-by-play person for the Minnesota Timberwolves?
No, I did not.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, from crap rises not crap.
Ah, yeah. I mean, I'm just finding it really weird because, like, it's just weird though that the one thing preventing him from doing being the prime commentary would be losing Westwood One. I get why, because, like, I mean, the money you would make is huge, but, I mean, this guy deserves a big prime slot and just put him with Kurt Warner.
I will say this, at least he's not Spedoteres.
Nah.
I'm sorry, but he's like the worst because, like, if you get him, you know your team sucks, and it's sort of like how I sound with a cold. He sounds like that all the time.
Yeah. I mean, but, like,
Deal.
man, but I miss Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on Sundays. Their sultry, sleep-inducing voice I will always miss. It's okay, we'll hear him for one last time as they get to commentate the Pro Bowl games.
Announcers. I just remember there was this one awful announcer. I saw a video on this. Like, there was this one awful announcer that did like a call on a game like I think it was between the Lions and Vikings, like almost like a decade ago, and it was like he called so badly that I think Fox like fired him after one game, I believe. I gotta look.
I think I know who you're talking about. He's primarily a UFC commentator, and for one awful week, they actually had him on the call for a Lions-Vikings game.
Yeah, Mike Goldberg, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, Mike Goldberg. To be fair, that is not the worst experiment that the NFL has tried as far as commentators. To me, that was that will always go to actually hiring Dennis Miller to do commentary. Or almost hiring Rush Limbaugh to do commentary.
No!
Favorite,
Rush Limbaugh, NFL commentator.
Just thinking about that, it's just giving me many thoughts. Like, could you imagine if freaking Alex Jones was an NFL commentator?
Oh my god! No! That's so bad!
About how the globalists are...
You see now? You see these referees? It's a conspiracy theory against this team. There's no way that's Damar Hamlin. I do not buy it. That is a robot that's being controlled by Damar Hamlin. He should say something like...
Damar sounds a lot like Democrat.
Oh, that was...
Put him on a Niners Seahawks game.
No!
I want to see him melt down when he sees both like.
No!
I want him to
Oh
I want him to just suffer.
no.
I want him to just I want him to like be seething and coping and be like, just angry all the time. I'm gonna eat some popcorn while he keeps on seething.
Lists.
Oh my god.
And whoever wins, he's gonna find a way to complain. It's gonna be so funny.
It's gonna be hysterical. Also, a fun WHL hockey fact update. In the first period versus the Kamloops Blazers and the Vancouver Giants, Kamloops Blazer was 29 shots on goal! Oh my good god!
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna retweet it. Yep.
29 shots on goal. That's a lot like my drawings. Oh my god.
Yeah. 29 shots on goals. Good lord. It is 2-1 though. So the Vancouver netminder kind of playing out of his mind right now. So
So to conclude on the Rams, better luck next season. That's all I can really say for y'all.
yeah.
Same old sorry ass Rams. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Rams. I hope you stay at the bottom of my foot.
Just be glad you aren't the Cardinals.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun beating you guys twice again and again and again and again for the next 10 or so years.
Oh,
I'm
did we
already
talk about the Cardinals? Oh yeah, we did.
We did. And here's the thing. The Cardinals have been really quiet. And fun Colts update. Jeff Saturday is the leading candidate for the job.
Oh no, it's happening. It's happening.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Why?
Inevitable.
It's... I know! That makes no sense! I mean, leading candidate probably doesn't it probably doesn't really mean anything. Because there's been guys that have been leading candidates, but they don't ever usually get hired. Like, we've had Eric Bieniemy as the lead candidate, but they went with somebody else. But to be fair, Jeff Saturday is white. The NFL's racist as fuck still.
When times get tense like this, I like to bring up my favorite show segment I like to do on this podcast called Why Come No IKEA? And on today's episode, I'm gonna discuss a place that doesn't have an IKEA yet, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Ooh. Looks like Walter White won't be.
Why come
Like Walter
no
White won't be
IKEA?
Yeah.
IKEA.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay, tell us, why does Albuquerque, New Mexico not have a IKEA? How come no IKEA, Spencer?
Well, some people say, oh, Albuquerque's not big enough. Well then, my brother in Christ explained to me how Los Angeles has like 6 of them.
Yeah, why the hell do they need 6 of them? They need to check their IKEA privilege, damn it!
California has way too many IKEAs. We have I think I estimate like 9 or 10. We can give one to Albuquerque.
Yeah!
These are gonna get even weirder as the segment goes on.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
If you want, we could do this a really quick teaser.
Go for it.
Because our next one is gonna be Nashville, Tennessee. So tune in next time, fellas.
Nashville, Tennessee. What the fuck? Wait, Nashville, Tennessee doesn't have one!
IKEA?
But hey, by But yeah,
A real episode has begun. Nashville does not have an IKEA. Their closest one is in Memphis.
You know they don't like Memphis very much.
yeah, they don't.
Oh, you know Memphinites in Tennessee. I mean Memphinites. Yeah, that's right. They have a USFL team. Suck it, Tennessee.
Just funny. Nashville doesn't have an IKEA yet. California has 10 of them.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Nashville.
California is home to 19% of all IKEA stores in the U.S.
We just love our Scandinavian.
We love our we have affinity. We have 90.
That might be more surprising than New Orleans.
Oh, I know, right? Oh, that's too funny, though. Man, it looks like IKEA really needs to readjust how they do make their shitty Swedish furniture.
I looked it up. It's even funnier. IKEA actually had plans to open one in Nashville a couple of years ago, and yet they backed out.
Oh, Spencer, you gotta do research on that. You gotta do research, full on, detailed research. This sounds like a phenomenal story.
Hey, listen, in May of 2018, it says how this is why IKEA just rejected Nashville. Literally in 2018, they could have had an IKEA in Nashville, yet they rejected it.
If you want to find out why, you have to tune into next week.
Oh, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
Oh, I can't wait for the well-researched and documented. Oh, it's gonna be great. Now, anywho, we got some mock drafts to go over. We got some mocks. We got some mock drafts. We got some mocks to do today. And that is, we're going to start off with, I think I got Aiden's.
Fine gentleman.
This fine individual, Aiden. We gotta get explanations and reasons behind Aiden's 1.0 mock draft. So, first overall, you have the Bears getting Jalen Carter.
Okay, so I basically assumed that the Bears tried to find a trade but couldn't get it. I know that's kind of unlikely, but in case the Bears somehow screwed up and didn't get anyone to buy the number 1 pick, I think they're just gonna go for the best player available, the quarterback. They're not gonna go and
doing something up. Say it isn't so.
I could see it. I could see the Bears asking too much.
Like if they somehow screw up and the Bears they're not able to trade the first overall pick, they're probably just gonna get the best player overall. And right now, I think the Bears, they just need a lot of help in defense, especially the defensive line. Whether Jalen Carter, because he was the highest ranked according to PFF, I know pretty basic, and also because I don't envision the Bears taking Bryce Young first overall.
No, I don't see it. I mean, my only thing with it that I have is the Bears. The Bears need dudes. The Bears just need a lot of dudes. They're probably about 10 to 15 dudes away from being really competitive. Sorry, got something stuck in my mouth. It's the same boat that I feel that the Jacksonville Jaguars were in when it was year 1 Trevor Lawrence, and it was rough. And Colin, I think I like Colin put it best. I think Justin Fields, for me to believe in his upside, You need to get 10 to 15 dudes and see how he does around 10 to 15 solid dudes. I think they have like 2. I think it's Claypool, Mooney, and Komet. And Khalil Herbert.
Yeah,
That's
I would add Montgomery to that.
Montgomery.
Montgomery. I guess in terms of just offense, I guess O-line like Jenkins and Braxton. I'm not sure I pronounced his name right. Like basically, we really need like mainly D-line, receivers, and O-line.
Right. You just need some meat. It could be a very meat and potatoes draft.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Because this is what I kind of found frustrating as I was doing this. There's only for bona fide offensive linemen and tackles, there's nobody in the top 20 for centers and guards. There's no PF has nobody even the top 25. So it's there's only one, and that's Osiris Torrance, but he's you can get him the mid-20s.
Yeah.
So it's a rough year for offensive linemen.
It's a bad year to want to be building from the trenches.
Yeah. There's lots of edge rushers. This draft has lots of edge rushers.
Defense is a great year to build. O-line,
oh yeah.
Maybe not so much.
Good year for receivers too.
O-line this year, you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, not really an O-line draft. We'll have to wait till the combine.
Hey,
Because
I'm a badass. I could wear a helmet.
but we'll see. Okay, and you got the Texans getting Bryce Young. Tank of Tanks works. Oh, sorry.
I think the obvious route, quarterback. Texans need a quarterback. Best quarterback available, Bryce Young. Unless the Texans do a stupid, which I think is likely, but you know what?
This one should be the obvious one, just like Steve Keim picking Kyler Murray. This one should be pretty obvious.
I hope the Texans don't screw this one up. If they screw this one up and DeMeco Ryans gets blamed, I'm gonna be so mad.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think
Texans, you better take good care of DeMeco Ryans. You better get that pick right. Otherwise, I'm gonna hate you guys more than I hate our division rivals.
Well, because the current thing that DeMeco Ryans has to do is he has to get a guy to develop their rookie quarterback. Because no matter what you get, they're getting Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. You're getting either or, and it's going to be on him and his coaching staff to actually bring these kids up to an NFL level. And looking at how the Jets are doing with Zachary Wilson, the dude's still playing like he is in college, and it's not working out.
And I'm just gonna say, I didn't think it was that obvious that the Cardinals were gonna grab Kyler Murray.
Yeah, to be fair,
I was one of those idiots who thought they were gonna draft Nick Bosa.
I was in that boat too, but they've mismanaged. They mismanaged their assets.
Yeah, for whatever reasons, I didn't think Rosen was the problem. I thought, clearly if they go with Murray, they're sticking their head in the sand and, they're hiding, bigger problems. But you don't get it, bro. Kingsbury, he coached Mahomes in college. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, man. Kingsbury is a terrible coach. All right, and then Arizona gets Will Anderson Jr. All three of my mocks have Will Anderson Jr. going to Arizona. So, all three of my mocks, 100% off the board. I 100% agree. I want him to fall to 5, but he's not falling to 5. He's not falling to 5. I want to be delusional. I want it to be that delusional idiot. But no, he's going to Arizona. Unless Arizona does a stupid. Oh, sorry. I'll let you guys go first.
No. I mean, good. Good job for not being biased. See, that deserves applause. Good job.
I wanted to be biased so badly.
Well, I did too, but I didn't have Will
Me
Anderson
too.
Jr. for the Bears in this draft.
Yeah,
I wanted to be so biased against the Packers myself. I
Uh,
wanted the Packers to, go full Gutekunst.
I really wanted, because here's the thing. My one hope is that, just like many dumb NHL teams passing on Shane Wright, I want them to do the same thing with Will Anderson Jr. And he falls into the lap of Seattle because he is the exact player. He's the exact player that we need. His comp is the exact player, but I'll take Miles Murphy. But yeah, Will Anderson Jr. You can't miss on this pick if you're Arizona. Get the shit wrecker. Let him to be the destroyer of souls. Don't sleep on it. Get her done. Get her done. Get her done. I gotta see who Spencer had for. I see who Spencer had for number 3. Yeah, Will Anderson Jr. too. Nick Man, who did you have for 3?
Sorry, I had you guys taking Tyree Wilson and trading down.
That's fine. That's fine. Tyree Wilson. We get picks for it too, so it's not bad. Nick, who do you have for number 3?
Oh, for mine, my number 3.
Yeah, your number 3.
Yeah, I could have been biased. I could have had the Cardinals. I could have had the Cardinals take Jalen Carter so they could take so the Bears could get Will Anderson Jr. from the Colts trade. But I had them take Will Anderson Jr. because I decided not to be biased.
Oh yeah, do you have your PFF mocks in the group chat?
Yeah, they should all be pinned.
I
Pinned.
uploaded it.
Okay, let me look.
Yeah, mine's here too.
I have. Oh, there. Yeah. Okay.
all
I have all of them.
Cringe.
I have all of them now. I gotta rename this one. There you go. Now I have them all. Cool. All right. Cool. I have all of
You're
them.
bona fide cringe year, especially when we get further out.
Yeah.
Ooh
Yeah.
wee.
Ooh wee. Okay. So I guess we should go over. I'm gonna save. Okay, we can stop at 3, but I'm looking at number 1s. So Nick number 1 has Bryce Young going to the Colts. Nick has number 1 going to the Colts. I'm gonna do my first one. What's my first? My first one is this is my 1.1. 1.1. I have Bryce Young going to the Colts. 1.1.1. I have him going to the Colts.
I saw you have him going to the Bears, and I was like, what?
1.1 is the Bears. 1.1 is the Bears. And then I have Aiden's Himia. And then Spencer's over Himia. And then I need to look up my stupids. Where's my Kami one? Where's my Commander one? There we go. There's my Kami. Okay, so I should explain my number 1 here. I'm gonna throw one of them. Probably gonna throw one of them on. So this is good look at Aiden's. So I'm gonna throw my first one. This is my 1.0. This is my 1.0. And I want Bears fans to get in on this too. But my 1 this is my 1.0. And my 1.0 has a massive blockbuster style trade. This massive blockbuster trade is, of course, going on the route that they're gonna Bears are gonna trade out of the first round pick. And in this blockbuster, the Chicago Bears trade the first overall pick to the Washington Commanders in exchange for Chase Young, Terry McLaurin, this year's second and next year's second. Those are my trade. That is my first cringe trade proposal.
Oh, already off to a very solid cringe start.
I know.
I mean, I'm sure the majority of the NFL would love to see the Commanders shoot themselves like that. I think that'd be very based.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A certified Stan Snyder moment.
It would be. It would be a certified Dan Snyder moment.
I mean, just like, it's like, I would have to say, like, how much, because obviously with these kind of trades, I want so many picks, because we're basically giving up our number one pick, but also when you get someone as good as Terry McLaurin, Chase Young, like, that is very worthy of the number one pick.
Yeah. And what in this mindset that I had, because I've been contemplating this, is it would be either Chase Young or a franchise tagged Daron Payne that you would have exclusive negotiating rights to.
And Daron Payne's been rumored to be with the Bears for a while now. It's getting rumored, so that honestly wouldn't surprise me in that scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thing. That's my big thing that I have for the Bears. And I really want to know, like, what Bears fans think about it. Because, like, I've been, thinking about it for a while now. The Bears just need a bunch of dudes. They need dudes. They need dudes.
Thinking from all the way over here.
I know. Because what the Bears need is they need dudes. They need guys on this team. They need. I know I've said this so many times.
They need a team.
They need a team.
Take a shot every time Luke says this team needs dudes. That's what they need.
Please
But here's
cirrhosis of the liver.
And with this trade, right? Imagine your wide receiver course: Terry McLaurin, Chase Claypool, and Darnell Mooney. Oh, that's them completely putting all their chips all in on Justin Fields. Because they're not going to get a whole lot of picks. They're going to get guys that are ready to play now. They have a lot of cap space. So it makes total sense to bring in these guys. Absolute makes total sense. Without a doubt in my mind, it's perfect. It's perfect. You either get Daron Payne or now here's my little iffy spot. The dark side, though, the kind of the thing that's going against it. The big thing that I'm not telling you is that Chase Young has tore his ACL twice now. And kind of shipping off Chase Young is like Commanders going, we'll keep Payne over Young because we have Chase Young here. Who he hasn't been around us for very long. He's been injury prone. ship him off somewhere. It's like, here you go. You know, we have fun with him. Because he's going to go into year 4 right now, and he's only played a full season. Well, not even a full season.
Fragile.
He's a fragile. He hasn't played a full season at all. And you need somebody to be a stud. And Chase Young is a stud when healthy. The thing is, he has not been healthy. So you kind of make the...
Sam Bradford.
Yeah, it's kind of like a sweetener because this is probably a riskier acquisition because the big acquisition, which is absolutely worth the first pick, future first, is Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's gonna get you 1,500 yards and is with Justin Fields. Terrific.
Yeah, he could get 1,500 in his sleep.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It'd be a match made in heaven. The Bears would have a very potent offense. On paper, keep in mind, this is on paper. And it's to me, it sounds like it's a slam dunk. But where all optimism tends to end, and this is where optimism tends to end itself, is oh boy, where optimism is because it's a trade I want to see, but this is what's actually going. This is a trade what's actually going to happen is the Colts are going to move heaven and earth to get that first overall pick. Like I could see the Colts giving up Quentin Nelson, Teron Armstead, and 2 seconds. That you might be able to con him out of a first.
A first and Shaq Leonard.
You might be able to con him out of a first.
Well, I mean, with the Colts, the players I'm thinking of in terms of who they could give up. I mean, Shaq Leonard's one. I mean, Quentin Nelson maybe. Someone like Michael Pittman Jr. would be fine, or DeForest Buckner if they're not going to cut him because of his, cap space or something. Like, if that's not the case, then it's like.
But you could
some
get
of the guys I'm thinking of.
You could get Buckner, and you could get Quentin Nelson because this draft is not good for offensive linemen. There's your acquisition for. I could totally seeing them, conning the Colts out of Quentin Nelson. And the $1 million question I have is, who's pulling the trigger for the Colts? Is it Jim Irsay or is it the GM?
Jim.
It's the GM. Yeah. But I think it'd be Jim Irsay pulling this trigger on the trade.
Yeah, Jim Irsay.
I think it's Jim Irsay over Chris Ballard. Jim Irsay's pulling the trigger on this trade.
I mean, he needs something to bring the fans in.
He does, but that's true. That's true. And my only thing that's 100% holding me back. That's why I had made 3 of them. 3 of them is the $1 million question, cuz if Jeff Saturday is back as a head coach, you're tanking. You're not taking the first overall pick. You're tanking. You're going to be selling off you're going to sell Quentin Nelson and you're going to get a haul and a half for him instead of doing the stupid and moving up 3 spots and getting Bryce Young. Don't do the stupid. Don't do the stupid.
Talking about a team that is currently interested in Jeff Saturday as a future head coach. So
I know.
A reminder that Jeff Saturday struggled with coaching high school football. Let's not forget that.
And the only team to lose to Jeff Saturday was the very meticulous and detailed Josh McDaniels.
2022, the best of times GM's the worst of times.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But in my mock, I have the Bears trading down twice to accrue lots of second-round picks. Like, nice building blocks.
The thing with the trading stuff is, it really depends. I've said this many times already. It really depends on what we do in free agency and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's really going to depend on what holes we fill, and come draft time, it's like, okay, what holes do we still need to fill with this team?
Yeah. You're 100% absolutely right. That's why I didn't want to do this mock. That's why I didn't want to make a mock quite yet, because there's so many paths the Bears can take, and it all depends on what they do in the month of March, because they control the draft, what they do in the offseason. They control destiny here. And again, a lot of things are going to be changing in the coming months. Like the fact that 5 quarterbacks again are going in the first round, with the golden rule as there's going to be 1 superstar, 1 elite player, a bust, and 2 backup quarterbacks. Those are the rules. There are going to be a lot of pieces that are going to be shifting. I think a lot of quarterbacks are going to drop into the 3rd round. A lot of first rounds, like Tanner McKee, Anthony Richardson, and heck, I even think Will Lewis is going to fall a bit here too. Their quarterbacks are going to obviously fall completely out of the first round. 100%, but it depends on what's done. And as pieces start to fill up, needs start to fill in, and all of it, we'll see what happens. But I have Bryce Young going first. If I have my other one is Bryce Young goes to the Bears, and the Bears, they trade with the Commanders. They give Justin Fields, and you get their first, second, and third, and you get Daron Payne. So you get 2 years you get their first 3 day 1 and 2 picks for the next 2 years, and Daron Payne for Justin Fields. That's if they go that route. My explanation with that is the Bears do a hard reset. They do a hard reset. It's your GM never has ever said we have no loyalty to guys we didn't draft, I would never propose it. But since he said that, until I see it happen, it happens. But you get 16th overall pick. You guys would have then 2 firsts, 3 thirds, I think, this year. That's a lot of ammo to move up to get guys. But it's kind of like a reset. They would tank for another year. They get more of their guys that they want on their more guys that the GM wants on their team. And eventually you would be your way. Washington, they need an A-level quarterback. They desperately need an A-level quarterback. Because the other 2 quarterbacks, Dak Prescott and Daniel Jones. Oh my God. Average at worst. Average at best. And you have Jalen Hurts, a solid A- guy. So what better yet to swoop in and get the next superstar? Ron Rivera would absolutely love Justin Fields because the man is mature. The man is a leader. Ron Rivera would absolutely love a quarterback like that.
I'll just say this. If I have to see another, this is just my opinion. This is not on you. This is just on other things I've seen. If I have to see another Photoshop of Justin Fields in a Washington Commanders jersey, I'm gonna strangle someone.
I was gonna make a fucking Among Us joke here, but never mind.
Oh no. Among Us.
You know what? Screw you. I'm gonna Photoshop Justin Fields looking like the imposter and shit.
True that. But no, I get why. Because you have a franchise quarterback and you don't want to move off of him. Yeah. I agree. I had to deal with that with Russell Wilson rumors for years.
Yep, I remember.
I had to deal with that for years. I hated that because I wanted to tell people to shut up. And when it happens, you're like, Why?
Why do you think I'm so attached to Kirk Cousins? Because it's the closest thing to a franchise quarterback I've ever seen for the Vikings in my lifetime.
God damn, that's depressing. And god damn, that's true. That is true.
I mean, this is a good part about having a team that just needs an average quarterback.
Yeah. Because there's
Not everybody can be the 49ers, Aiden.
yeah, not everyone can have Joe Montana, Aiden.
I guess that should be a life lesson. Y'all need to have more complete teams.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we should.
I mean, I've had Russell Wilson and Matt Hasselbeck, so pretty solid. Pretty solid guys. And the only thing that would make like current Seattle sports like absolutely perfect is if Seattle had a franchise quarterback. Oh, Matty Beniers, Shane Wright, Julio Rodriguez, Ty France, and Cal Raleigh, Big Dumper. Oh, it's a good time to be a sports fan in Seattle right now. We're in good hands. We're in good hands.
Let's see who's been a starting quarterback for the Vikings since I was born. You got Warren Moon, Grant Johnson, Randall Cunningham, Jeff George, Dante Culpepper, Todd Bowman, Spurgon Wynn, Gus Verrott, Tarvaris Jackson, Holcomb, Brooks Bollinger, Brett Favre, Christian Pond, Matt Castle, Josh Freeman.
Oh God, Josh Freeman.
Sam Bradford, Sean Hill, Case Keenum.
You know what the funniest thing is? Case Keenum had a legendary year for the Vikings that year. That's the terrifying thing.
You know what? I might as well do it for the Bears. Let's see from 2004. Craig Kensel, Chad Hutchinson, Jonathan Quinn, Rex Grossman, Kyle Orton, Ryan Greasy, Jay Cutler, Todd Collins, Caleb Haney, Josh McCown, Jason Campbell, Jimmy Clausen, Matt Barkley, Brian Hoyer, Mitch Trubisky, Mike Glennon, Chase Daniel, Nick Foles, Justin Fields, Andy Dalton, Trevor Simeon, and Nathan Peterman.
Oh, the sad thing is the best quarterback out of that bunch is Jay Cutler.
No.
Hey, it's gonna be Justin Fields unless they trade Justin Fields, but then it still might be Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So it probably is Justin Fields, but yeah. Oh, that is painful. Like it's sad when at least the fucking Raiders have at least had a franchise quarterback, and the Bears have historically, like, the oldest franchise in NFL history has never had one.
The closest one they had was like someone from the 1940s. Say it's Sid Luckman.
Yeah,
The 1940s.
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor. Oh my.
Literally, like right before Pearl Harbor happened, he became our franchise quarterback. That's how long we're talking about here.
So you guys do deserve one, but until I see that first pick traded, which if it sounds like the more they're sold on Fields, I feel the quicker they trade this pick, hopefully it's done at least before the end of this month, because I think you would want an answer. I think you would want an answer by the end of this month, because if it's still April and no decision has been made on it, I'm starting to shit bricks.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm just remembering how much of a shit Jimmy Clausen was.
This is.
You don't get it, bro. I won a lot of games in high school, so you gotta kiss my fucking rings.
The Notre Dame quarterback. What do you expect?
That's true.
I mean, the last Notre Dame quarterback to be good was Joe Montana, if I remember correctly.
I'm looking at his 2010 stats for the Panthers. 1,500 yards in 10 games started, 13 games played, 3 touchdowns and 9 interceptions.
god. It's funny. Yeah, but that'd be painful. But like a funny kind of painful.
Anyway, we got more cringe to...
Yeah, we got more cringe. All right, spending a lot of time on the first overall pick. A lot of time on the first. Okay, number 2, I said Shroud on all 3 of them.
Who did I have?
You had Jalen Carter going to the Texans. Why the Texans need a quarterback?
I don't think they do. I don't think they need one as badly. Besides, I
What?
figured Anthony Richardson could fall to number 10.
But no. Here's my thing. Okay, hold on. Pulling him up. Okay, here's my thing though. Like, if there's any team that needs a franchise quarterback that's like desperate for one, it's gotta be the Texans. They need one. It's not. It's not.
You gotta get the first QB available.
And like there's
a quarterback, but they need things that aren't quarterback too.
Yeah, but the quarterback's the most valuable position. And they're gonna get somebody at 13. I'm sorry, at 12. They're gonna get somebody at 12.
Listen, Spencer, not everyone's like the Niners or the Eagles, where you can have some average quarterback in each team. The Texans don't have that complete of a team. They need a quarterback.
Oh, they do.
But in my opinion, Davis Mills wasn't a huge problem in Houston.
I know, but
You're right.
It's going to be mid.
But at best, he's a B minus. At best.
Yeah, seriously.
I see why you get the next shit record, the next guy on defense. You tank for another year. But my one problem, this is my one problem I have with it, with the Texans, is they want to win, and they want to win now. They want to win at least 7 to 8 games next year, from what I'm envisioning it, and especially with the G. It is stupid.
The Texans are stupid. The Texans are stupid. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, don't be surprised. Like, the GM is on like a spit roast, and I mean you're allowed to say Jalen Carter, but I mean I get why.
They hated him because he spoke the truth.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, here's my thing with Anthony Richardson. You're moving down that tier of quarterbacks that need time to develop.
Anthony Richardson is literally he is literally the definition of raw.
Yeah.
He is more raw than Malik Willis. That's what we're talking about.
Ooh. How the hell do?
This is a good stopgap, you know.
But because then if that's the case, you might as well stick with David Mills. But we'll see. But you're allowed to say that. That's A-okay. At 3, we all had Will Anderson Jr. Well done, gentlemen. Number 4. You had Jalen Carter for the Bears.
I had Will Levis.
Will Levis. I think I had Will Levis. I had Will Levis on my 1.1.1. That's the one trade where the Bears just trade down and get a bunch of picks. I have the Panthers trading up in a panic to let Will Levis just sit and develop. You do have a good coach. You do have a really good quarterback coaching guru in Frank Reich. You do still have CJ Moore. They have a really good running back in Chuba Hubbard. So, not a bad. They can let him sit. And to be fair, he could easily have the best ceiling in that division. As of right now. But this is as of right now.
Going to the Panthers.
So, I could see it. I could see it happening. I could see it as a panic, as, oh god, quarterbacks are on the board. I better scoop up and get one, and they would bypass the Raiders. I have them sniping the Raiders for this one. So that's who I have going at number 4. 5, the Seahawks. I see Miles Murphy. Miles Murphy and the Raiders trading for the Seahawks, CJ Stroud, and the Raiders get CJ Stroud, which is really good because the two quarterbacks that have the best, like, that are in the tier of day one starters in their rookie season are Bryce Young and CJ Stroud.
See, here's my thing. I can just hear the ghost of Al Davis being like, my boy, can he run? That was always Al's big thing,
It would be a smart one, but what are the Raiders giving Seattle?
What's his 40? I had him giving him a second, I believe.
A second? Okay, I can just take a second. That's fine. Second's more than enough. I mean, I'd probably give him a fourth. As you're moving up 2 spots, they probably just give us a third and we call it a day. But probably since it's higher up, second, and we might give him like a fifth or a fourth. Just a nice little swappage of pickarunos. But getting another day 2 pick, not bad. I have Miles Murphy. His is what's available. His is the closest comp to what Seattle needs. The first one was Will Anderson Jr., but the second one with the second best comp is without a doubt Miles Murphy. That's the second one. Seattle needs somebody to have like a damning presence in the front 7. They need somebody to be present because otherwise you're just gonna have oh good lord, he tore his ACL and I'm completely blanking on his name. It's not Cody Barton. It is their first round that everybody laughed at. And he's turned out to be a stud. Led the team in tackles. I'm blanking on this. Why the hell am I blanking on this?
What year?
2021 draft.
2021.
Oh, Jordan Brooks. Jordan Brooks is good, but he shouldn't have to do absolutely everything. We've got good corners. We have great corners in what seems to be a big slam dunk in Tariq Woolen, and right beneath them, the guy that played opposite side to Sauce Gardner at Cincinnati, who I'm also blanking on his name. I am a horrible person. I need to look up this.
Michael Jordan?
No, not Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's a stud on special teams. It's Tariq Woolen. It's the guy from Cincinnati. Kobe Bryant, yeah. Kobe Bryant and Tariq Woolen, studs. Studs on the outside. Fantastic studs.
I assure you, Jordan Brooks was not the selection we were laughing at in the 2020 draft.
Sorry, 2021. My bad. 2021.
No, I mean, there was a player who was selected in the same draft as Jordan Brooks. We were laughing at way harder.
Oh, was it? It was the Giants, right?
No, it was the Packers actually.
Oh yeah. Oh, Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Franchise
quarterback of the future.
Oh my god, that is the funny. Jordan Love. Oh my god. But yeah, Miles Murphy's like the player, but if Will Anderson Jr. does fall to Seattle, that is exactly the player they need. They need a guy to get in there, stop the run, to help the defense out because they got gashed. We got good corners. I think maybe with the second pick, I have him taking a safety. Or in the second round, I had him taking a safety. We'll see how I have many of them playing out. But Seattle needs a safety. Jamal Adams has been out for the season 2 years in a row now. I do not know how much years Quandre Diggs has left. He does play a physical style of football, and I just do not know how much years he has left playing that physical form. Cam Chancellor was only able to play his brooding, physical, dominating defensive self for 8 years. And then he couldn't play it because he was injured. So...
You practically stole him from the Lions.
Oh, that was the greatest fleecing of all time. We only got him for a 5th with 2 years left on the deal. Thank you for being stupid. But yeah,
That Patricia can burn in hell, by the way.
Oh yeah. All right. So, anyways, number 6. Nick has Will Lewis going to Detroit. I have Jalen Carter going to Detroit, and Aiden has Brian Brees going to Detroit, and then so does Spencer.
Yeah, but I have that all the way at number 8. My number 6 is Miles.
Oh,
Murphy
sorry, Miles
from
Murphy.
Atlanta.
Sorry, Miles Murphy going to Atlanta. So Atlanta trades up with Detroit.
Yeah.
Interest.
The Lions. I feel like the Lions are either taking quarterback or they're going defense.
Their head stuck on Jared Goff.
I know. That's why.
I know.
This is an early version. Okay, it's like
Yeah.
I'm expecting them to keep Goff and probably just add defense, but I just didn't leave it just because.
Yeah, 1.0.
Why would you get rid of Goff? He's played like an MVP. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe not an MVP, but like to his
Not
ceiling,
MVP,
which
but
is
like-
B plus. His ceiling is a B plus,
Like
which
an MVP.
is
He's looking like 28. He's looking like 28.
Yeah.
In golf again before he got broken by the Bears and Patriots.
oh yeah. So absolute, I Goff as a B plus quarterback. Not an A,
Gamble guy is.
but he's a B. He's slightly above average. They're probably gonna keep Jared Goff year to year.
Yeah.
But if he starts slipping from that B plus status, then they're gonna jump and get a quarterback. But right now he does the job well. They're gonna make they took a massive jump. But we'll see what happens. But Will Lewis I could see them because Will Lewis is gonna marinate for a year. Because Will Lewis, a lot of comp that I've been hearing from Will Lewis is he's raw like your Josh Allen's, your Zach Wilson's, and he will have to be in a system that is gonna let him marinate and actually develop him into that next guy.
I mean,
Doesn't.
I see him,
Oh, sorry.
I see him. For me, the way I see him, he's a less flashy version of Josh Allen, or how he was in college, at least.
Yeah. I mean, when you're playing in the Mountain West, you can be absolutely flashy if you're not playing in a Power 5.
Oh, here's my Lions hot take of the offseason. The Lions finally, Sheila Ford Hamp finally does the family reconciliation with Barry Sanders, and guess who's their next running backs coach?
Barry said.
That's my hot take for the Lions this month.
There's a lot of blood in that water. There's a lot of blood. But Will Lewis, I see. I haven't taken Jalen Carter. Oh, can you imagine Jalen Carter and Aiden Hutchinson? We're talking year 2 Aiden Hutchinson. Oh.
Saying as somebody who lives in the state, I've seen Barry Sanders make a lot more public appearances and a lot more public a lot more stuff where he happily admits he was a former Detroit Lion.
Oh, that's good. Well, Bridges, there will be hopefully repaired. But I've got Jalen Carter going to Detroit. Imagine him and Aiden Hutchinson. Oh, they don't need they'll be allowing their like corners and safeties to to have more time. This will be Jeff Okudah's make it or break it year.
I mean, you see, here's the thing. As a football fan, that would be very cool. As a division rival, that would not be cool.
No, Justin Fields is gonna die.
Sorry, it's the Lions. I gotta root for them over the Bears. So,
But I'm just saying, just from a fan perspective, like just the team, I would love to see that dynamic duo. Oh, chef's kiss on that one. They have the offensive side just fine, but chef's kiss on that one. Chef's kiss. Let's see. Aiden, you had Brian Brees, and Spencer at 8 had Brian Brees go to Detroit.
I had Brees to Atlanta, but
Yeah. I have Brees to in various. No, are they all? Is it all Houston? I think it's all Houston. Brian Brees goes to Houston.
we skip it number 7.
No, they went 8 because I only did 8 because Spencer had the Lions trading down to 8, and I noticed that they went to the same place. Okay, but next, number 7. I have now. It's all based on. So this is what I think is going to happen. I think the Raiders take cornerback because the top 3 quarterbacks are off the board. They go with a position of need, and that's Devin Witherspoon, the best corner from this class. They need secondary help, especially with how good the receivers are in the AFC West, and they need to be able to beef up to that. Otherwise, and my other 2, I had them taking Will Lewis. Because
Number 7. Oh, sorry.
oh, that's okay. I see Josh McDaniels getting the quarterback he can mold into his ideal franchise quarterback, and as somebody that is as raw as Will Lewis, you kind of want to think that, especially as meticulous and detailed, he's going to be brought into that immediately. Immediately, he's going to be brought into how over-detailed that the Raiders are. And McDaniels is going to have to learn, and this is going to be McDaniels' critical point on either he stays or goes, is all on how he can mold a young quarterback. Because if he still cannot do that, and he's still around, oy vey. Because no matter what, the Raiders are stuck with McDaniels for probably his whole duration because he's still paying John Gruden. He's cash poor, and I don't think he wants to pay for 3 head coaches. So they're stuck with McDaniels for the long term.
Okay, so as for my number 7 pick, well, this pick goes to the Packers. You can imagine why this pick went from the Raiders to the Packers, because my prediction right now is that Rodgers is going to be a Raider. Regardless of how they get the money to get him, there will be a way it happens. So I had Green Bay taking Tyree Wilson, which is, they could use some help defensively if we're around the edge. So, from Texas Tech, that would be a fine pick for them.
Yeah, getting an edge rusher, and here's the thing, they have Jordan Love, and Jordan Love could be another Aaron Rodgers that has been marinating in the same system. Packers would get a bunch of picks, and they can get another 2nd-round receiver and look really damn good. That would be like a huge blockbuster. Might just be just 1 first, but it might be more, depending upon what they offer. But Rodgers, Wilson, Mahomes, Herbert in the same division. Oh my!
I don't think this is anything but. See, and I don't think those his rumors of getting traded or anything but smoke.
Well, they've been smoked for a while. It's either Jordan Love or Rodgers. Both are not going to be on the same team next year.
Well, yeah, and Devontae Adams is adding a lot of fire to that smoke.
Uh-huh. We'll have to see what happens, but again, this is version 1. As probably by the end of February, a lot of pieces are going to be decided. We're going to do it again at the end of February and March.
I think we should wait until free agency.
Well, probably end of February, because there's going to be stuff happening. Because remember, they're allowed to make trades, but it's not official. They're going to be agreed, and then when it's that 12 p.m. Pacific start time for the new year, then it's going to be official. but they're allowed to unofficially. It's like Rappaport's gonna be announcing it, and then once it's the new year, for football, it's gonna be officially official, but it's gonna be unofficially official. So they're allowed to ask. They're allowed to trade, but it just can't be official until the NFL New Year.
Do we have to have like the noisemakers and everything?
Yeah, probably. Sure, noisemakers. Sure, why the hell? Why not? All right. So at 8, I have Tyree Wilson. I think are on all 3 of mine. I came with unoriginal because it varies. So I had Tyree Wilson going to, all 3 of mine are Tyree Wilson. And then Aiden had Anthony Richardson. And I already went over. Nick had Brian Brees going to Atlanta, and then Spencer has Brian Brees to Detroit.
Curtis Johnson Jr. going to.
Oh, that's number 9. That's 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 9. This is 8. But we already went over Brian Brees to Detroit. Falcons need defensive help. They're going to go another year with Desmond Ridder. We'll see what they're going to see what his upside is, and then they're going to decide what they get a quarterback for. But I think they're going to go with Desmond Ridder. They're going to see what he fully has. They got pieces around him. It's all on Desmond Ridder to see how he uses them. Aiden, why are they going to take a quarterback?
Just personally, I don't know. I'm probably thinking they're hedging their bets on whether Ridder's the guy or not. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of a placeholder for right now.
Yeah, probably.
Placeholder for now.
You're gonna decide on one guy, and then you're gonna trade the other guy next.
All right. They need a shit wrecker. Hopefully they can. They need a guy on defense. Building through defensively is great. Arthur Smith will be on the hot seat this year. It's the easiest division right now, and one of these teams has to take the reins. And if Atlanta doesn't, the rabbit wheel shall keep spinning, and I will keep pissing myself laughing. All right, number 10. So number 9. Nick Mann had Anthony Richardson to the Panthers. Spencer had Paris Johnson Jr. to the Bears. I have Quentin Johnson in my what I think it's going to happen to the Bears. And really? In 2 of them? What the fuck? Oh, hold on. I didn't know.
Crazy.
I need my Commander's pick. Where the hell's my Commies one? What happened to my Commies one?
They belong to all of us, comrade.
They belong to all of us. Okay, I want this one. Okay, I have Brian Branch in my I want to see. No. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Okay, I had Brian Branch, safety going to the Panthers. I had Brian Branch going to the Panthers. The building through the defense is fine. Panthers don't pick high enough to get that bona fide starting quarterback, and who knows what Frank Reich can do with Sam Darnold. So it's gonna be we'll swing for the fences, and then we'll see about it next year. Aiden had Tyree Wilson, edge rusher, defense. Nick had Richardson. And Spencer had Paris Johnson Jr. to the Bears. Now, depending upon where it goes, the Bears do trade down multiple times. The Bears get the best wide receiver in the class. Which is, again, building around Fields. I think he'd be the first key offensive piece. I also like Paris Johnson Jr. getting the best offensive lineman available in the draft. I like that one too. But I think Bears, if you get the best wide receiver, get the sexy pick. It worked for Cincinnati. It worked for Cincinnati. Of all teams, it worked for Cincinnati. Aiden, edge rusher to Carolina. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I think Carolina needs. I don't know. They probably. I saw that they needed an edge rusher. They need someone on the defensive line, so I decided, why not?
And they do need pass rush help, but I think getting the best safety, getting like kind of a good backstop for that defense is going to help them a little bit more. They're kind of going to keep recruiting a couple of picks. They got a lot of things that they can wheel and deal with. So we'll see what they do. Safety help.
As I mentioned, I think my draft. One thing I knows about my draft, it's assuming that there's no trades being made.
Yeah.
It's assuming the current free agency situation, like no one has signed yet, could change in the future.
Oh yeah, mine's gonna change. Mine's absolutely gonna change. I have 2 trades, at least 2 trades in all of them. We got Nick Anthony Richardson to the. This is a weird one because I think Frank Reich weirdly would love this move. I think Frank Reich could develop Anthony Richardson. I like that.
Right now, this is something that would make sense for Carolina. My only thing is, I just don't know who would exactly be their stopgap quarterback for right now.
I think they would just stick with Sam Darnold.
I guess.
They could just stick with Darnold.
Yeah, we'd have to see what happens. But Richardson to Carolina feels like one that would make sense.
Oh, yeah. All right, 10. Oh yeah, sorry. Spencer. O-lineman, the best O-lineman for the Bears. I like this one, actually, a lot.
Oh, you're talking about my number 11.
No, I'm not talking about your number 9.
Yeah, Paris Johnson to the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think personally that's a pretty controversial move, but I think I've heard a lot of people complaining about how Justin Fields he's too skitterish. He doesn't have the numbers. And I think large part of that is that he isn't very well protected in the pocket, and even in his time in Ohio State, he was struggling against a lot of those Big Ten pass rushes, and that's why I think he needs somebody like Paris Johnson to help protect his blind side and give him more time so he can make those throws to guys like Chase Claypool or Darnell Mooney.
Yeah. That's nice. That's a nice one. 11! Nick had Brian Branch going to Tennessee. Spencer had Peter Schwartznowski going to Tennessee. I have Zay Flowers. I think it's just a wide receivers across the board. I had Quentin Johnson twice. Quentin Johnson if the Bears don't get a wide receiver to Tennessee. If not, they get the second best option and Zay Flowers. And then I know Aiden also had. We're talking Eagles. Fuck, right, Eagles. I had them take a corner. Taking a cornerback.
Eagles, I had Paris Johnson Jr. for them.
Yeah, all linemen. That's fair.
Had them trade down, and then Houston took Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, trading down wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Philly, honestly.
I think Philly will maybe trade out of this one because it's just there's no top tiered players, but I have they're taking the pick. Oh my god, they could use a young corner as Darius Slay. It's your Darius Slay replacement. Big play Slay. He's still good,
Quentin Johnson.
but you add another corner to the mix. I just like in the corner. I had them also taking Paris Johnson Jr. In my what I think is actually going to happen. Getting the second best guy that's there. They're kind of getting the best tackle that's there, protecting your quarterback. Slam dunk. Although I do have him at the Colts if the Bears. I do have him going there, or I have him going to the Colts. I'm going here the Colts, but yeah, they get the best tackle. It's a slam dunk. Eagles call it a day. 11, it's a lot of us said wide receivers, but Nick Mann had Paris Johnson Jr. No, sorry, Brian Branch, and then
Defense.
in tackle. They do need a lot of help, but I think they need a wide receiver desperately.
Yeah, true. It's just yeah, true.
But yeah, you could also find a great wide receiver in the second round. It's historically happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a pretty deep. I feel like we always say this, but it's a very deep class as far as wide receiver goes.
Oh yeah.
Which is why I had the Titans picking Peter Skoronski.
Well,
This wide receiver class is deep, but it also feels like the wide receivers might not get taken for like until like the 10s or the 20s, honestly.
Yeah. That's fair enough. But receivers are going to be good. They're going to be good. I think what we're seeing from colleges is we're just getting like receivers are just plentiful. Like we're seeing a plentiful of receivers. It is really good. I think a lot of kids are inspired to be wide receivers, which is
a wide receiver I'm following from Iowa State that I wouldn't be surprised if he became a superstar in the NFL. A guy by the name of Xavier Hutchinson.
we'll also have to see what happens. Anyways, 12. I had the Texans. What did I have those Texans? Texans. I had Brian Brees across the board. Get a shit wrecker. Just do it. Just get a shit wrecker. And then I had Lucas Van Ness from Aiden. I had Peter Schwartznowski from Nick, and I had Quentin Johnson going to Philly.
Yeah.
Ooh. Three wide receivers. Young.
Yeah, I also picked I also had Johnson going to Philly, but I had him going higher.
Yeah, higher at 10.
Yeah.
Philly's just
I gotta ask, why though?
Me?
Yeah, they have two top level wide receivers. Why would they need three of them?
Because why
just to
not?
stunt on everyone else.
It just feels like a very Howie Roseman kind of thing, to move up to get some wide receiver help.
You're right, but I feel like they don't. And again, it could be like they don't have a whole lot of positions. And I think Nick Mann mentioned it earlier. They don't really. They can easily just trade down. So they could easily trade down. We'll see what happens.
Quentin Johnson after trading with the Texans just screamed Howie to me.
You're right. I mean, Howie Rosen's string of wide receivers selected in the first round is big.
Yeah.
Is
Jalen Rager?
Oh god! Remember all those horrible, all those horrible picks. Oh god, I'm having nightmares. All right, at 13, I had across the board Peter Schwartznowski to the Jets. Get yourself a protector. They need to protect their quarterback and teach Zach Wilson how to keep his ass in the pocket and make reads from the pocket and use his get out of jail free card as his perk. His butt needs to stay in that pocket, mister. And they need to make sure they're protecting him. They've also had bad luck at offensive linemen being healthy. So knowing this guy, he's going to somehow tear his Achilles tendon in preseason. So I think they need to protect their quarterback. And if you get decide to go a different route, getting an young offensive lineman for your veteran quarterback, they will appreciate the protection. But for Zach Wilson's case, they need to keep him in the pocket. If he's able to digest plays better, and I think they're going to work on him a lot of that with off-season programs. If they're able to do that, that's like the beautiful match made in heaven. He'll be very well protected. And even then, that run game's going to be electric with that offensive line. They're going to be moving dudes out of the way. That's what I have going at 13. Yeah, especially when they get Brees Hall back. We keep in mind he did tear his ACL.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be major getting that O-line support.
yeah, it's key. It's key. They have the offensive guys, but
Injuries have not helped them because, of course, injuries and Jets are like literally like they're magnets. They always connect to one another.
yeah, they cannot have one
Injuries
without the
and
other.
Jets is injuries x Jets is my OTP.
Yeah. All right, Aiden had similar mindset. Paris Johnson Jr. tackle. The best offensive lineman goes to the Jets. Ooh! Kind of same mindset, I think we thinking alike with the tackle here. Nickman has the commies trading up.
Yeah, I had the Jets trading down because of Skoronski getting selected. Like they probably would just trade down just to see if they get some more picks. So I had Washington taking Devin Witherspoon because he is like probably the best, definitely one of the best corners available in this draft. So yeah.
All right.
Same thing, but Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Steelers. That would be interesting seeing the Yinzers liking this one. Very interesting. Darren, why Darren taking this jag off? All right, at number 12, the Texans pick. I have Brian Brees across the board. Aiden has Lucas Von Ness. Nickman has Peter Schwartznowski. And in a trade down, Quentin Johnson goes to Philly. Which isn't bad. Get your shit right. Oh, sorry, we already went over that. 14! Sorry, I have Lucas Van Ness going to... Me and Spencer both have Lucas Van Ness going to the Patriots. Nickman, you have Quentin Johnson as a wide receiver. I think that's good. That's if he's the best in the class and he's able to be like a huge playmaker, I think that's a phenomenal move. But I think knowing Bill Belichick, he likes his meat and potato guys.
Yeah, it's just the Pats need a receiver.
They do. But the one thing that
Adam Thielen, a slightly used Adam Thielen.
A slightly used Thielen with 1 or 2 years left. We'll see what happens, but they take the meat and potatoes. Belichick loves his meat and potatoes. Aiden had Peter Schwartznowski, a tackle going there. Yeah, I could see it. I like Belichick likes his meat and potatoes. I think he's tried his first round wide receiver and has been like, ew, no thank you.
And he says it in that exact same tone, too.
Yeah.
Belichick.
Ew, no thank you. Alright, the Pecorino! The Hey Pecorino! I have Brian Branch in my I think what's going to happen. Otherwise, they shock the world and get a wide receiver, Zay Flowers. For the Rodgers. They do the first thing they've done in a while. They finally take a wide receiver. Or they go edge rusher. That edge rusher. But
And here's where I get a little silly, too. I went with tight end.
so did Nick.
Yep, I went too.
Nick went tight end. It could work though. It could young tight end. Honestly, I could see it be one of those. It's close enough.
Yeah,
Close enough.
So Green Bay can use the tight end.
Yeah, it'd be one of those. Close enough. All right, at 16, there's oh my god, there's so many different things at 16. In the world where the Bears trade down with the commies, my fun one. I'm taking a tackle, Anton Harrison. It'd be the developmental piece, but a good stalwart for them for the next few years. So they get defensive line and wide receiver in the trade, but they also get an O-lineman in the draft. So starting to build massive building blocks for our fields, and they continue with offensive line in my version of what I would like to happen. What's really going to happen is the commies go Michael Mayer. They take a tight end. And a tight end's a great safety belt for whoever's going to be a quarterback, especially if it's Derek Carr. That's a nice safety net. And then if it's the Bears giving away, same thing. If Bears are at 16, Fields isn't there, they're going to take Anton Harrison out of the building block to protect Mr. Bryce Young. Commies have Osiris Tolerance from Spencer. Sitnik has Anton Harrison. And then Jacksonville trades up with Washington. Interesting.
Yeah, there's actually a few moves involved there. So not only does Washington move down, but they also trade with Seattle and New York, as you can see there.
Oh, they keep going down. I don't think they're gonna get there. I don't think they're gonna be able to trade for multiple picks.
Your Honor, I was being a little silly.
I know you're being a little silly, Billy, but yeah, I for the pick wise, right? First round pick. Yeah, I have Jacksonville needs a safety or just a defensive back. They need help on that front. They need a lot of help. So, and from Alabama too. Alabama and safeties, they've been pretty good at the NFL level. So, yeah.
Look, anything to get the taste of Urban Meyer out of people's mouths.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I have Washington taking a tight end, nice safety belt. If not, Chicago takes their safety nets, and a lot of us it's like guard going at 16. So, yeah. Someone's getting an offensive lineman or a guard. All right, 17. I have the Stars. In my what I think is gonna happen. They're gonna take the best corner, Christian Gonzalez from Oregon. I think they're gonna love that move. Building up that defense because they already have a great offense. But the thing about 17 is the Steelers are either trading down, which I don't think they traditionally would do. Or they would reach for Broderick James as a bit of a reach. Because they need offensive lineman help. They still need a lot of O-line help, and they still are building that O-line. But going defense, making that defense a lot better, is a very stellars pick. My other two ones, I have them going tackle. But, you know, Christian Gonzalez to the Steelers, I love that one. I kind of want to, you know. Devin Witherspoon to the Stars. And then the Jets trade up? Down?
This was the Witherspoon trade I was talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah, the Witherspoon trade.
Anton Harrison.
They get Anton Harrison. I mean, that's quite a good steal because a nice pick for the Jets. That's a nice pick for the Jets. They get more guys and they get a tackle.
They get what everybody craves.
Meat and bones. We all said Nick Man said Lucas Von Ness for the Lions. I said corner, Spencer said corner, and Aiden said corner. On all three of mine, I said corner. It's either Christian Gonzalez or Cam Smith.
I mean, Lions just need defense.
They do. They need a lot of defensive help, and if you know, with the right mind, they're gonna get a lot. Edge rusher, I can guess for Nick Mann because they took quarterback with number 6.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Okay. Tampa Bay at mine, 19. Anthony Richardson. This is the ideal spot for Anthony. And here's the thing. He's probably going to drop out of the first round as the offseason develops. Quarterback Tanner McKee as well for Aiden. Kind of the same thing for both of us, right? He's going to fall. Yeah. There's quarterbacks that are going to fall out of the first round. They're going to fall out to the third round easily. But for now, they're placeholders for now.
Yeah, they're a desperation move to replace Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah. But his
mind gets very interesting.
All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, because I have Bijan Robinson, so this is the first
I
running
also
back.
have Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, see, we'll
Yeah.
get this together. We'll
Yeah,
get this to
yeah.
another running back. It makes
We're
sense,
both a
though.
little silly, Your Honor.
Well, it's not even silly. I could either see them taking a running back too.
Does Tampa Bay badly needs a running game?
They
Like,
do.
badly.
They do. I like it. I like it. Tampa Bay taking.
Complaint since Jameis Winston was there. They have no running game.
But we have Leonard Fournette that was like temporarily good for like a spell. And oh, now he's shit.
They were so bad. Why Jameis Winston was forced to pass so many times?
Yeah.
It's because they didn't have shit at running back.
They did
Consider
not.
Donald Jones a good running back, which
I mean, they haven't had a true
Jones.
running back. Bucks haven't had a true running back since LeGarrette Blunt.
Yeah. And that says something.
Man, that cuts deep.
That is a deep cut. So, yeah. At 20, I have one of them. I think my serious one. I have them taking Anton Harrison. He falls to Seattle, and Seattle just scoops him right up. But my other two, I have Seattle trading down with the Giants. And the Giants get Jackson Smith, whose last name I'm afraid to pronounce. So they get Jackson Smith, which I think that's a slam dunk move. I see the Cowboys trade up.
This is where the script writers come in. Okay, this is where we're gonna have the script writers come in, and they're gonna give the Cowboys. If they're gonna give them that.
Oh, Jerry Jones is his quarterback and his wide receivers. Seattle going edge because doubling up on edge rushers. I'm perplexed because we have Darnell Taylor and Shelby Harris, and we have Onuwasu. So I don't know if we would have two because we just have a logjam at the D line.
I'll be honest. I just got there for depth.
All right, placeholder, but that's fair. Fair enough. To be fair, I could even see.
I gave the Giants hands,
Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Wide receiver, same thing. Seattle trades down, then trades back up.
No. It was first. It was first the Seahawks trade down, and then the Commanders trade down. It was the dumbest thing, but.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say Seattle trade down, then traded back up a spot.
The Four Loko spoke to me.
All right, that's fine. We all have wide receiver except for Aiden. He went Anton Harrison. Makes sense. Oh, I went with Michael Meyer on one of them. I went with Michael Meyer. Because here's the thing. If Michael Meyer ends up being available to the LA Chargers, I feel like getting a nice tight end, a young tight end that can be that huge upside. That's just the Chargers could use that. It's a good one.
That's a good compliment to Austin Eckler.
Yeah, good 1-2, a great 1-2 punch, if not wide receiver. I mean, they don't need it. But with how injury prone they are, they're probably going to stock up on receivers. And we all kind of said receivers. And tackle, yeah, I can see tackle too. I could see tackle with Aiden. All right, Ravens. Receiver. Oh, I have corner. I've got corner, edge. Spencer had corner. And Nickman had receiver. The Ravens can do really anything they want, but yeah, it's kind of the big positions of the need all across the board.
By the way, I want to correct myself on something regarding the Bucks and their running back. Yeah, apparently I said LeGarrette Blunt was their last true franchise running back. I somehow forgot about Doug Martin.
Oh my God!
Remember Muscle Hamster, y'all?
Oh, Doug Martin. Oh, that's a name.
Remember when that cringe lord tried to call himself the Duggernaut?
Oh god. And he had a great season in Jameis Winston's rookie year, so that's really with how far we're going back with this.
Oh my god, yeah, that is the one.
Yeah, he hated being called muscle hamster, so he was like, "No, call me the Duggernaut."
Okay, Vikings, we all said corner.
Yep.
All said corner. Yeah. They gotta start. That's their start. They need a corner piece who
I was
hopefully
very tempted to say linebacker, but
the linebacker is like super late first round. Super late first round. That's the thing. There's no surefire linebacker comp. There's not a surefire guy. So yeah, that's kind of. I mean, here's the thing. Trenton Simpson, if he has a good combine, I could see him shooting up draft boards, especially with the post-draft process. So, I mean, I could see that. That's about one person I could see him just shoot up because some people need linebackers. But, yeah.
Indiana.
Always have. Okay. Jags, defensive back. I went guard, and defensive back. And then we got guard. But Seattle trades up to get a guard. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I trade down to get Osiris Terrence.
Guard's good. Jacksonville getting a guard protecting Lawrence. Good, but they need help on secondary help. They need help.
This was for Seattle.
No, Jacksonville. But Seattle does need a guard too. Getting the best guard in the draft is like spiffy. Nice and spiffy. It is
Sorry, I was
super pog.
about my number 24.
Yeah. Super spiffy. 25. I have we're kind of doing lightning round. Nick Man has Giants taking edge rusher Ed Nolan, which nice. You have Tanner McKee as the quarterback. I see him falling to the third round, but placeholder for now. Seattle.
Seems like a very Dan Snyder move.
It does, but Dan Snyder might not own the team. I have, for some reason, Michael Meyer filing to Seattle. I don't know how well we would use him, but it's a weird pick in hindsight. I also have the Giants getting a top wide receiver, which, hey, good on them. Michael Meyer tight end to the Giants for Aiden. And then I got Osiris. I got a bunch of them. Holy shit, this one is a lot. Aiden! Tight end to the Giants.
I basically got the highest ranked position player available. Giants just need guys in offense. Need someone to support their defense.
Absolutely.
Really do.
Absolutely. Tanner McKee as a marinated piece, but like they have one in Sam Howell. I don't know. There's Commanders fans that are like Sam Howell. I don't get me wrong. I think he's really good, but right now the Commanders do not need to see if a Sam Howell's an average quarterback in that division. Strike while the iron is hot. Make the blockbuster move. Do it. Trade for the first overall pick, Washington.
Get Tanner McKee, you cowards.
Get Tanner McKee, cowards. All right. 26. I have Trent Simpson. I have Broderick James tackle Seattle. That's totally fine. And then Jordan Addison for Spencer. Yeah. I could see Jerry Jones being his delusional self.
We need a wide receiver.
We need wide receivers for Dacky Boy. He's super pissed off, and I don't know if we can keep the other wide receiver we have. Sir, how do you not know his name? I don't know whatever his name is, but Dacky needs wide receivers. I could see him going and getting the best linebacker. They need defensive help.
I don't need.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss on another Randy Moss. God damn it!
This guy's going. We're gonna have what's better than one Randy Moss? Two Randy Mosses.
Yeah. Speaking of the Cowboys, I think Van Der Esch is getting up there in years, and
yeah, I don't know how much longer Van Der Esch has in a Cowboys uniform. Too injury prone. He's too injury prone too. So
exactly.
yeah.
Everybody always made the joke late Leighton Vanderglass.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah! Makes sense. We have the next moving on. Bills. I haven't taken a running back. They need a top tier running back. They really do. They need to get a running game going. Their wide receivers are fine. They need a running game to get the passing game going in like key matchups.
Them and the slightly used Dalvin Cook.
But I see going defensive backs for the others. I can also see that happening too. They need to counter the Mahomes and the Burrows of the division. They can't be third fiddle for much longer. I don't know how much patience Bills fans have with that. Bungles. You're called the Bungles. You talk shit. You're now back to being the Bungles. The Bungles, I have edge rusher, and then tackle, and then Aiden said tackle. Got safety. Ooh.
Felt like it.
Yeah, and tackle. Safety, yeah, I can agree with all of it. I'm thinking safety too. Either building up that defense, but they really need to protect Burrow.
Yeah, they do.
I have Tanner McKee going to Saints. He's probably going to drop. I could see the Saints landing Anthony Richardson. Or... Because I'm hearing the three that are going in the... There's 3 quarterbacks going in the top 10. But like the other guys, they're going to fall. They're either day 3 picks or late first rounds. They're not going in the second round.
This one might be my silliest yet. I had them taking Siaki Ika.
Well, here's the thing with Siaki Ika, we have him selected around the same position you have selected, and also Aiden did have Siaki Ika go number 29 as well. So that's not a really silly one. It's not really.
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah. What does this world come to where I'm not all that silly?
You're not that silly, believe it or not, because Nickman has him going 31. I have him going at 30. And 32, I have Antonio Johnson going at 31. 32, I have all of them. It's going to be Josh Downs, a wide receiver. So that's at 32.
Number 32. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I wanted just to have 32. 31 is just so weird. But yeah, so edge rusher, BJ Orarsi, LSU. Aiden had to Kansas City. Edge rusher, again, you and Aiden are, Jesus Christ, both on the same page. Trent Simpson to Kansas City. I like this one. Also, Will Donald the fourth, being an edge rusher to Iowa. And then...
State, you asshole.
Yeah. Okay, Iowa State. The less fun Iowa.
Fuck you.
Seriously, bro.
Meet me in the cornfield, dickhead.
Antonio Johnson, Eagles just getting more defensive back help. Can't go wrong with that. Tackle, defensive line, and then center for all of us. That's
my reasoning.
Huh?
So my reasoning for center is because I just don't know how long Jason Kelsey has in the tank.
That's true, but I feel like that's a need that they could address later. But that's the mock drafts version 1.0 for today. I think that's everything for today for our mocks.
Well, we do have some cringe proposals.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna speed run these cringe proposals because it's been a while. All right, so we also found just the worst trade proposals on the internet. Like, god-awful trade proposal. Trade proposals that is like, Jesus Christ, go touch grass. Alright. So, most of these are found on Twitter, because, you know, people in Twitter fans, they're just hilarious. Alright, first delirious trade! We have, Aaron Rodgers going to Seattle, and they get DK Metcalf. You get both our firsts, both our seconds, and a fifth, and we get Aaron Rodgers. Fuck off. Sorry, that
Niners
wasn't.
fan,
Sorry, hold up.
Get the Andre-
Please,
They get Hopkins
fuck
too.
off. Please, fuck off. They get DeAndre. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. What the hell? Like here's the thing. This is what pisses me off the most. The Hopkins trade sounds reasonable. That sounds reasonable.
That's why we say go touch grass.
Yeah, go touch grass. Hopkins trade, I agree with. Or just fuck off with the Seahawks. He's not going to Rodgers, and you're giving up on Jordan Love too. Oh my god, that pisses me off.
I give this 3 grass blade. I give this 5 grass blades out of
5
5.
fucking grass blades out of 5. Piss off with that request. This one was my favorite. This one is my favorite because, like, I think there's a concept here that I can use. Saints fire sale after the deadline. The Vikings send Adam Thielen and the Saints send Chris Olave and a 5th. Here's the thing. I see there's something here. Replace Olave with... Oh, good lord. The guy that...
Mario Davis?
No. Wide receiver. It's going to be... Because I'm seeing this from a Viking standpoint. You guys just want to offload Adam Thielen.
Right, but we don't want another wide receiver.
I think you guys are going to get... My trade proposal is Adam Thielen for Michael Thomas. Because I see it as you guys just want to offload the cap.
We don't want Michael Thomas, damn it.
Because here's the thing.
Michael Thomas and you'll like it.
Here's the
Michael
thing. Here, okay, hold up.
Thomas is worse.
Here's why I say Michael Thomas. He's either never going to play for you guys, or he's going to be a solid piece for a year or two. But you like...
It's not like hockey where we can just put him on LTIR to manipulate the cap space, dude.
IR doesn't count towards the cap in the NFL. He would be on the physically unable to play list. Because he's been unable to play for the past 2 years in a row. So, hey, he never plays for you again. And you you remove some cap space. The Saints get a quality wide receiver in Thielen. With Thielen and Olave. That's delicious. That's my trade proposal. But Thielen for Olave, fuck off. That's not going to happen.
Olave and Oh, speaking of stuff that's not going to happen, here's a proposal where the Jets get Aaron Rodgers and the Packers get Sauce, Quinnen Williams, and a first in 2023 and 24.
Oh.
I can see that the Packers are seething and coping right now.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that one though. The Jets GM has come out and said he'd give 2 first rounds for Rodgers. Sorry, the owner. The owner has said that he would give up 2 first rounds for Rodgers. The scary thing is they wouldn't get Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams. The terrifying part is they would give up 2 first rounds for Aaron Rodgers. Ew. That's the disgusting part. He might be worth a first and a conditional third, but 2 firsts. Tough pill to swallow.
Candy bar back for that one.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Rodgers is worth a second right now. He's nowhere near 2 firsts, but he's gonna end up getting 2 firsts. But Sauce Gardner and Quinn Williams.
Good luck with that, Packers fans. It's like, you know, for all these years you bitched about, talked about how much you owned like the rest of your division, yet here you are making photoshops of so many other teams across the league, including Bears players. So good job with that.
It's delicious to see. It's delicious irony to see for once.
The Packers have become the Lakers. The Packers have become the Lakers.
No, they're the Lakers, but with slightly better ownership.
Time to talk about what I think it is.
This guy made a Vikings mock draft.
They're never gonna. Here's the thing: you're undervaluing Delvin Cook, and there's no way you're giving Seattle a first for a second and 2/3. You're ripping yourself up.
This is not that one.
Oh, It's not. Oh yeah, the quarterback. I love that one because it's all quarters. But first we have another Seahawks and Rodgers. We get
what their need is.
washed. Okay, we get washed up. Aaron Rodgers, washed up Cobb. They get our first pick, which is I'm guessing the 5th. We're gonna call it the 5th overall pick. Our first and second next year, DK Metcalf and Tariq Rowland. Please go fuck yourself. No, because Randall Cobb, if anything, you're gonna get him on waivers. You're gonna get him on waivers. And Rodgers is worth none of that. So go fuck yourself, Packers.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Packers, are you guys really this desperate to get your asses kicked by the Niners again? Packers?
Yeah.
Okay, what's what Spence do to the one?
But yeah, we got one where it says, "Who says no?" Deron Payne and our 3rd rounder to the Bears for Justin Fields. Do you say no, Nick?
Oh, that's a hell no.
Here's what I say. Here's what I say. I have little kind words to say. Go fuck yourself and go touch some motherfucking grass.
And this next draft was actually submitted by Nick. If you wouldn't mind explaining yourself with this one.
Whopper, Junior, double, triple Whopper.
This is literally the greatest mock draft ever made. Like literally, look at all the talent. Look at all the Whoppers. Look at all the Junior, the double, the triple, the Whopper at BK. Look at all the talent here.
Oh man, this is like a steal. This is like a steal.
This is literally the greatest draft of all time.
Oh, this is juicy. All right. And then Spencer made a fucking mess.
Yeah, I made a mess.
I think you're underselling Thielen a lot.
Oh my god.
And Delvin Cook, you're underselling both of them by a lot.
I made a goddamn mess.
It's a mess. You're undervaluing a lot of your. Like I could see maybe the pick with Kansas City makes the most sense, but everything else is just. You're really undervaluing your guys. You could get more than a 4th and a 6th for Thielen. Maybe Dalvin Cook makes sense, but you're gonna get more for Thielen.
Yeah, I've made crazier Vikings mock drafts since then. You know.
It's okay. It's not terrible. Cowboys. Hopkins and
pick.
Gilmore. Yeah, I could see that. See, this one makes sense, though. That's what's terrifying. Carolina gets DeAndre Hopkins. This one makes actual sense, though. And they get another running back. I'm a bit iffy on the running back, and then do a bunch of day 3 picks I don't give a shit about. Seattle, Jalen Carter, Brian Brees, Jackson Smith. They don't need wide receivers.
This is a cope seed.
Oh, good lord. This is all literally the top drafted guys. No. Okay, another one. Another Packers delusional fan. The Texans receive Aaron Rodgers. The Packers get Devin Singletary Jr.
No,
They're the 2nd overall pick. They're 3rd and 2nd and 3rd. Oh my god.
Keep huffing that copium, boys.
You're coping and thieving.
Oh my.
And accept what you are seeing. Jesus Christ, this is literally what they've been doing all off season. Just they keep on inhaling all of the copium.
You got the blue verified check marks are the funniest thing.
Jesus.
Yeah, good job paying for that shit.
The blue verified.
You really paid for Twitter.
This man paid for Twitter. At least none of the other ones I looked at, they didn't pay for Twitter Blue. No. The most delusional one, this motherfucker pays for Twitter Blue.
Yeah, congratulations on earning that sweet Twitter revenue that they're gonna start paying, which will only evaluate to $1 a month. Congratulations on that.
Hey, that's $1 off a Twitter Blue subscription. Thank you, Elon.
And then I got this Dalvin Cook trade proposal from the Buffalo from somebody on Buffalo Bills Twitter, where the Bills get Dalvin Cook.
This one makes sense though. Do you get a second and you get, I think, a fifth? They would get a third and fourth. Maybe remove the third. Remove the third, and it's a deal. Done. Deal.
Sure.
Oh, but you get... Oh, wait, shit. You get next year's second round.
Yeah, it's a meal on a wheel if you take
This one's pretty good, though. Yeah. I mean, I'd remove the second. I remove the third. Done deal. Done deal.
It's a meal on a wheel.
Yeah. It's got some beef on it. It's got some meat, but yeah. I mean, at least, good lord, the trade proposal I just made, they're not as nearly as fucking delusional as the Packers ones. I feel a lot better because I kept thinking like, oh god, I'm overrating this first overall pick. Oh god, this first overall pick. But who knows? Just remember, kids, the further you trade back, the more picks you get, or the more stuff you get with it. We'll see what happens. We're in for an interesting February. If nothing happens, we might just wait till like middle of March to see what happens. But remember, trades can happen. They usually do happen. You got guys like Ari Manilow, Ian Rappaport, and Adam Scheffner. They're going to break it. These trades are going to be unofficially, they're like ghostly announced. But then they're going to be named official at 12 p.m. or is it 1 p.m. the NFL official New Year Pacific Standard Time.
And remember, kids, don't do the Green Bay Packers.
Also, keep in mind, as much as we're adoring most of these free agents, half of these top tier guys are going to get tagged. Half of these guys in your top 20 are going to get tagged or signed. So.
Oh god, is Derek Carr going to get tagged?
No, Carr has got years left on his deal. Carr's getting traded. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed our cringy mocks. We're gonna make more of these as we're gonna go along. Next week we have the Sickos Award ceremony where we're gonna be thinking of random shit and giving awards for. Woo! Yeah! I can't wait for that. If you have any ideas of Sicko Awards for the NFL season, please let us know, because we're just going to be making stupid shit up and just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks.
Get ready for the Broncos sweeping everything.
Yeah.
The reason I sound very quiet is because
Oh no, I had my audio really turned down. I had it really turned down.
Yeah, of course.
That's my fault. No, it's fine now. It should be fine now, because I forget to change it with my old mics. It doesn't be very loud, but this mic captures better than I expect it to be. So I forgot to move the audio up. Yeah, so that's my fault. That's my fault. But yeah. Anyways, we'll be back next week with the Sicko Awards, and we will see you next week. Take care. Also, Super Bowl preview.
Holy shit.
All right.
Take
care, y'all.
See you next week.